What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas. Today, I'm going to discuss two stocks in the exact same sector that I would consider somewhat rivals. So if you're interested, stay tuned right after this. Stocks have absolutely dominated in their industry, and realistically, they're probably the only two that are doing this. That is going to be Uber and Lyft. So they are both ride-hailing companies that are continuously expanding their horizons as companies. I'm going to go into detail on both of them. The first of the two companies I will be discussing is going to be Uber. Uber is a multinational ride-sharing company which performs ride-sharing with peer-to-peer format. Uber also delivers through a food service called Uber Eats. Uber also participates in a micro-mobility ride service called Jump. This allows you to ride scooters and bikes, charging the rider through the Uber app. Uber quarterly results were released for the quarter ending on March 31st, 2020. Their revenue of $3.5 billion grew 14% year over year. Their gross bookings grew to $15.8 billion, up 8% year over year. Now, with the coronavirus impacting this company, its ride declines were down 3%, but Uber Eats grew 54% year over year. The Uber CEO stated, "While our rides business has been hit hard by the ongoing pandemic, we have to take quick action to preserve the strength of our balance sheet." They continue to say, "We focused additional resources on Uber Eats and are prepared for any recovery scenario." Now to the second company on that list, and a much smaller company in my opinion, and that is going to be Lyft. Lyft is a company based out of San Francisco, California. They are located in roughly 650 cities across the United States and roughly 12 cities in Canada. This is different compared to Uber, who is multinational. This company continuously expanding and also operates out of its app, similar to Uber. Lyft delivers food as well and also has a market in the micro-mobility ride service in which they provide scooters and bikes as well. They have the same general concept when it comes to being charged through the Lyft app. Lyft's revenue of $956 million grew 23% year over year. Its active riders was up 3% year over year, and its revenue per active rider was up 19% year over year. Logan Green, the co-founder of Lyft, stated, "While the COVID-19 pandemic poses a formidable challenge to our business, we are prepared to weather this crisis." Lyft has been able to reduce their debt and have predicted to be profitable in the year 2021. In all honesty, if I had to invest in either one of these companies, it would be both, for sure. But if I had to pick one, it would be Uber, and it's solely based on this information. It's the fact that they are multinational. So what that does is that's going to generate a lot more revenue, and they're in a lot more cities. On top of that, they've expanded a lot more when it comes to trying to acquire companies. Recently, there has been news that they were trying to acquire Grubhub. That wasn't successful, but that's an avenue in which they are constantly trying to expand. Lyft, on the other hand, is still only in so many cities in the United States, and they've only expanded to Canada. So that's my comparison right there. What we must understand between both of these companies is that there's a good chance that they're going to be profitable by the year 2021. And that's good when it comes to a balance sheet, is now we're talking two companies that are going to start making money for their investors and for themselves. Go over each one of these companies' charts, and I think it's very important to understand because it puts a perspective on where each one of these companies are when it comes to the stock market. So the first one I'm going to touch on is going to be Uber. So I'm going to peek over here right here, that way I can give you the chart information. So it opened last week at 32.26, and as you can see, this is a 1 month chart, and what it did is it dipped off pretty heavily during the week of May 4th, and it really climbed back for the following week. So its 52-week high is going to be roughly $47, and it closed Friday at $32.47. So that gives you a little bit of understanding how much this company grew. And its 52-week low is $13 and roughly 70 cents. I think that's very important. The second company that I talked about was Lyft. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to break it down from a 1 month chart. I think that's very important to understand, especially when we see its highs and its lows that it encountered. So it opened Friday at $27.52 and it closed at $28.15. So it had a pretty good day. Its 52-week high is $68.33 and its 52-week low is $14.56. And I think this is very important to understand, and the reason I say that is because that shows some increase. As an investor, I think this is a great opportunity to get into a company like Lyft. Yes, people are going to be hesitant on getting into a car with a random person, especially with the coronavirus going on. But we have to think about the other avenues in which both these companies are gaining money. They're, delivering food services. Uber discussed, acquiring Grubhub. Lyft is having food delivered as well. I also talked about the micro mobility that they use. So they have scooters, they have bikes. So these companies are still making money, even though they're being impacted greatly by the coronavirus. Around these days, I'm sure that anyone watching this video has either taken a Lyft ride or they have done an Uber ride. So hopefully this video has provided you some helpful information on the ride-hailing industry. And from an investing standpoint, hopefully it provided you the right amount of information that you consider both of these as options. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. It really does, guys. I really do appreciate the support. We're gaining, we're growing, and I'm doing the best I possibly can. So with that being said, if you like the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a good day.